Hello everyone, welcome back to Mabinogi. So last episode we were going to talk to the Raging Warrior and ended up doing a bunch of Squire stuff. Now we're going to actually try to get this bash skill. Crazy looking warrior puffs out his chest at the locals. You should stop. Entering Shadow Mission. Stop the Raging Warrior. So this one is actually really hard. Because he has bash. And even one hit from him with his bash skill, basically insta-kill. So you kind of have to you'll see that he uses bash and you kind of have to back away from him to avoid getting hit by it. But then, you can just kind of walk right back up to him, you know? The number one thing to be really careful of is the fact that he is going to use bash on you. Also, something that I learned that it doesn't really teach you this. You kind of end up learning it, and this is the stupid part. You end up learning it when you actually get the skill, bash. But you end up finding out that each time you hit with bash, it deals more damage, and so you need to make sure that you only get hit 2 or 3 times at most. Also, counterattack is good. As I have just realized. Because it looks like it does counter bash, which I had not realized. So that's actually a really good strategy, is counterattack. I will note that the very first time I did this, I was a gunner. So I had I didn't have any of these skills yet, at all. But that's another reason why it's so important to do combat the first time. So, after taking a quick beating, the warrior starts regaining himself. Where am I? Dunbarton? How long has it been since I last came here? I came all this way without even knowing. Thank you. With your help, I've escaped from my hideous state. Yay! That was actually really easy. I had so much trouble with that the first time. But because I went combat... So the thing about this game is... A lot of the early content expects you to go combat. Because when this game first released, combat, along with magic, and I think life skills, like these 3 skills here, were all there were. Alchemy, fighter, music, puppetry, all of this stuff. This didn't get added until later. So they expect, most of the game is built around being combat oriented at the very beginning. So if you're looking to play a combat alchemist, I recommend waiting and getting your alchemy when you get there in the generation quest, which is Gen 9. I highly recommend that at a minimum, when you play this game, you start and you go through the full first 3 generations with combat. I made the mistake of not doing that, and it was hard. But if you do at least that, you will be a lot stronger and be much more well equipped to handle the rest of the game. So, the warrior has a bandaged head and a stooped stance. He seems oddly calm. He might have an interesting story. What happened? I was a promising warrior, but my master? My master was a great man with a list of heroic deeds longer than my arm. He worked tirelessly to create a perfect and fluid style of swordsmanship. By the time we met, he was too old to practice, but his visualizations were more complete and profound than any dance. I studied under him until I felt I could learn no more and left to perfect the techniques. Truthfully, his style was almost complete even before I began to develop it further. Only a few minor weak points that I was determined to get rid of. I spent years of my life practicing and studying, doing anything I could to improve. I turned down wealth, fame, but I always felt that true perfection was just around the corner. A few years ago, I was practicing during a full moon. After hours of toiling in the light, I looked down at the rocks below. That is when I saw my own shadow. It was in that moment that I realized the flaw in my master's swordsmanship. That flaw was even more perfect than the swordsmanship itself. In one instant, the style became imperfect. The warrior takes a deep breath and sighs. It shook me to my very core, the idea that my master had missed this realization. But the idea was absurd. Of course he must have known that swordplay can never be perfect, yet what if he didn't? Couldn't let go of the uncertainty of it all. Did my master know that his style could never be perfect? Or was he blissfully unaware? This conundrum had been eating away at me. Help the warrior. My master told me that he first developed the sword arts on top of the River of Souls. What could that even mean? He gave me one piece of the puzzle, then left the rest to me. But you know something, don't you? You can go in my place. Go to the Soul Stream. So this is a place that you very rarely get to go. This particular version of the Soul Stream. You'll notice that it actually looks completely different from the Rebirth platform. You know, it's this big circular area. It's got stairs going up. It's got stairs going down. And the Rebirth symbol, like the Mabinogi symbol, the Celtic knot here, is the platform. This is a big circle that has the symbol on it. And here's Neo here. So this is a place you very rarely get to go to because it's such a different version of the platform, you know, of the Soul Stream. So, and here she is. Probably the cutest, maybe not the cutest, but one of my favorite characters in all of Mabinogi, and that is Neo. And in case you're wondering why I'm doing this, well, I guess you're probably not wondering, because you've probably realized. Because that is the, if you had not realized until now, that is the thumbnail for the series. For this portion of the series, anyway, is that, so. Serene, I've been waiting. How did it look? Maybe one form of perfect swordsmanship does not exist. The warrior's master knew the swordsmanship was an impossible art to perfect, but the only way to achieve true mastery would be to chase the impossible. It may seem harsh, but the warrior got what he wanted in the end. I hope to see you again in the future. Truthfully, this whole thing has brought up more questions for me than answers, but the warrior story was enough for me. I feel like everything will be clear soon enough. Yay! And I've now completed the quest itself. Or no, I haven't, not quite. I have to do this right here. Ask Ronald about the Raging Warrior. I have to go do that. And then, I believe I will get the Bash skill. It doesn't look like Toka is still up here anymore. I can't fully see up here, but looks like people are over here right now. So no, Toka's not up there right now. But Wolfie, no, Toka's right here. So Wolfie, Toka, Tomei, three of some of the best people in Mabi. Three of. I would not say that they are the best people in Mabi, just that they are some of the best people in Mabi. Oh wait, I'm under level 1000 right now. I can still use my book. So let's go back to Tir Canale. So, on the aspect of Bladed, one thing I recommend is not doing Bladed stuff till you hit at least level 1000. Because you lose access to this book here, the Moonlight Traveler's book. This is only usable as long as you are under level 1000. I think the moment that you hit level 1000, you can no longer use it, if I remember right. If it's not 1000, it's 1001. So, but either way, regardless of which one it is, it's very important that if you want to use that to the fullest, which I highly recommend, it makes getting through Gen 1 through 3 much easier, especially if you still have it when you get to Gen 9 and above. It makes that much easier. And you don't really have to worry about your cumulative level till you get to Gen 19, maybe 17. Because when it comes to chapters, Advent of the Goddess Tier, Gen 1, it really is best to have that because it's expecting you to be a level 1, 2, maybe 300 at the most. Gen 7 and 8 I've actually never done myself, as I've never obtained the Frostbitten, Sun-Touched, and Storm Charge pieces. And you need those in order to even start them, so looks like it's something I might want to do though. I've never done that part of the storyline. But I have done Chapter 9 and above, or Chapter 3 and above, all the way up to Gen 19 here, Divine Knights. And these are really handy to have the book, because you end up going all over the entire world. So, again, must have level 450 or higher, thus it's recommended, basically, if you look at this, it's like, it recommends you have level 260 before you start this. As the Bladed questline puts you right around level 5000 when you're done with it, I highly recommend doing most of this stuff before you touch that. At least get up through the Shakespeare arc. Saga you can do at any point, so you don't really have to wait until level, you really don't have to do those. This, cumulative level 800 or higher. These ones, though, are really, really hard. I guess they may have fixed this, though. Cumulative level 800 or higher is now the Prereq. As you guys may have seen in previous episodes, this started as soon as I logged on the first time. But here you can see Mabinogi Apocalypse. This is the current storyline, Apocalypse and Tempest. And you need at least level 5000 to start this. So this is where Bladed comes in and helps you. So, if it were up to me, I would recommend getting to 1000 at a minimum before starting the Bladed quest. That's what I'm going to do here on this series. I'm not going to do the Bladed stuff till I get that high. If that means I never get to it, well, I never get to it. It's not really a big deal for me, though, just because of the fact, my laptop wants to reboot. Okay, well, reboot now while I'm in the middle of an episode, that's fine. It's just my laptop, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to wait till I get there before I do Bladed, so. You told Renaud the story of the Raging Warrior. Renaud seems to be speechless. Last time he came by, I thought he was doing better. He didn't stay long. But he said that he was saying that he was going to follow his own path. He didn't talk long, but he did teach me a new skill. He said he spent a long time learning it. I'd like to pass it on to you. Yay! So there we go. We now have the Rage? Not Rage. Yes, Rage. Bash. Bash skill. So again, the quests don't tell you, but you can see here that if I hover over this, you see first attack damage 100, second attack 120, fifth attack 180. All further attacks stay at fifth attack damage level. So it really sucks if you get hit by him, because it does get stronger each time he uses it. So windmill rank 9, huh? Let's see, what am I at? Rank D. Why? I don't want to do this again. Ugh. I hate windmills so much. So windmill, I don't know if Bladed still does this, but when you start doing, back when G22 first came out, if you did Bladed's quests, she gave you skill tokens. And those, every token you used leveled your skill up 1 level. I was never able to actually get windmill leveled up beyond rank like 9 or something like that. I actually physically had to go in and use those skills to get windmill up beyond whatever I was stuck on. Again, I think it was rank 9. And so I am very much not looking forward to needing to level that because I don't think Bladed does that anymore. I think that was an event-only thing for the release of Gen 22. So I don't think she gives you those anymore. I could be wrong, but I don't know. So, yay, rank A of light armor. Okay, so we do have some other quests. Let's go talk to Shamala. I believe she's in Core Village. And so what I can do is use this. I can go down. And here's the nice thing. The moon gates do not connect to the mana tunnels. But the book has all of the moon gates and all of the mana tunnels. So that is another thing as well. Every time you use a moon gate or a mana tunnel, it will unlock that on your thing here. I probably mentioned this before by the looks of it. But basically, before you hit level 1000, I recommend, and it is tedious and very, very slow, but I highly recommend opening these up, clicking on each moon gate and each mana tunnel, and going to them, and then once you go to them, click on the moon gate or mana tunnel. That way you have access to all of them immediately. It's very important that you have that. It makes getting around the world much easier. I mean, you can walk everywhere. It is possible to walk everywhere. The moon gates and mana tunnels just make traveling easier. But it really is a lot easier. And I mean a lot easier if you have all of the mana tunnels especially. Because getting around an area is extremely difficult. Area here is... Let me open up the world map here. This area here is more or less open world. The Core Village Urban Jungle area is one gigantic area that you can travel to. But to get here into, say, the Latera Highlands, you have to go right, like here somewhere, right around here. And there's one point where you can just barely get through. To go from Vales down into the Latera Highlands, you have to actually come right here to this river here. And you have to have ice crystals from alchemy to create a bridge across. Otherwise, these two areas are completely separated. And almost every area is like that. This is one gigantic area here, Longa Desert. But to get out of Longa Desert through Matus into like Karoo Forest, Mew Desert, Mice Prairie, like all of this is one big area, all of this is one big area. But right here along this river is a separation, and you have to have a unique item to get across there. And basically, you just want to have access to all of the mana tunnels, if you can. It really is just kind of important to have that. She stares at you with her gleaming wild eyes. It's difficult to read her stoic, tight-lipped face. What is it? She watches you closely. It's none of your business. Okay. Have I done goofed this? Oh, I have to transform into a Kiwi. That's what it is. Okay, well, let me do that then. I didn't realize I was actually needing to do a transformation before I talk to her. So let's transform into Kiwi. There we go. And then we can end transformation. There we go. It can be annoying to do that. If you click on one that you've already used, whatever you currently are, it ends the transformation. But when you have to open that thing up, it's annoying. Are we done? Face is slightly red. Then leave and don't come back. She mutters something under her breath. Alright, so now I can go back to Dunbarton this way. So that's good. Oh, there it is. Boop. Teleport. Alright. So one thing, the reason that I wanted to go in and finish that off is because, first off, I just wanted to get that finished off. But the reason I had started that to begin with is because of the fact, wait, where are we in our transformation mastery anyway? E rank. Okay, so I want rank E. First off, I am currently trying to collect transformations. But the reason that we started that is because transformations are a little bit faster than just like walking and stuff. Especially certain transformations. So if I want to get around faster, but I don't want to use like a pet or mount or something, I can transform into a horse. While it's not mountain speed, it is still faster. So, and that was the main reason that I even started collecting that to begin with, was so that I could start collecting some of these transformations because of the fact that some of these transformations are faster. So, what I want to do is get my rabbit, which is one of the faster transformations. And then I can just, wander around. Hey, it's Crimson / M Killer. Oh, and Malaya. And Kim. So here's some other people that are pretty cool. Crimson, aka M Killer. I've not really met Kim. She's still pretty new. I think she's a new member that's going to be joining the guild. So, but then there's Malaya, which I believe I've had on here before. That's they used to play a character named Asan, but I haven't seen him on Asan in a long time. So I don't know if he still plays Asan or not. He's definitely been playing Malaya a lot lately. So yay, now I have that done. Now level 21! Whee! Beautiful Harmony Jam. So, Neely. So, we need to go to Emain Matcha anyway. Because Emain Matcha is where Gen 22 starts up. So, let's head on over to the Western Gate, because I know where everything is from the west and not from the east. This is a current event that's going on right now. It is the weekend camping event. It is literally only active Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's really annoying. But if I come here Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I'm going to try to record this on Friday at least, so that you guys can see. But if you come here on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, this entire area from here all the way around over the bridge and all the way around here up to here, this entire section, well, not this area because you can't fish here, but there are people all the way along this shore, all the way along the back shore, all the way along this shore right here, all the way up to here. And I think even some that tend to come up along this side over here of the bridge. It's full of people, and it makes me lag so much. And I'm on channel 9 of Neo. By the way, we're on, because of the server merge, which I don't think I got into, when we started playing this, we were on Mari. Because of the server merge between Mari, Tarlac, and Ruiari, it's all one server now, Neo. And while your normal servers only have 7 channels, this server has 10. So, it's because they merged 3 servers together, because none of those 3 servers had enough people playing to, like, keep those servers running. So they just merged all 3 of them. And so it's just like, oh, good. Now there's, like, 1 million people playing on one server. So it's a little rough, but what can you do? So Neely's over here, actually. Actually, I don't have my rest skill up here because it reset all my action bars. In fact, it really reset all my action bars. Although I think this is mostly okay. I'm just gonna clear that one out too. That's why I have all these gun masteries here. I can't figure out how to remove these, so I'm just going to be putting skills there eventually. Probably put my life skills on this side, actually. Like my ag, not my ag, but my, like, carpentry, and my potion making, and my cooking. And I guess that's about all that I have right now that has actual menu to open up. So I'll put campfire here too. So I have my handicraft over here. I'm gonna put that there actually. So now I have handicraft in 2 spots. Whee! That's alright. I'll put skills over here and they won't even be there anymore. He's got long brown hair, although you would never be able to guess the last time his hair has been combed. His hat is worn so low that you can barely make out his faintly smiling lips. His worn-out hat and robe look like they have been through many travels with him. Although you cannot see his eyes, by the look of his expressions, you can tell he has a jovial temperament. Whenever someone talks to him, he greets them with a soft but cheerful voice, like a friendly puppy or an old friend. Hello, my name is Neely. Oh, you must have come after you got my letter on jam sessions. Jam session, which is a collaboration of various instruments to create beautiful harmonies, is a special experience only possible in the world of music. Since you have a lot of experience playing instruments, I'm sure you'll be able to learn the jam action easily. Once you complete the quest, you'll be able to use the jam action. Try getting together with friends to play music, form a beautiful piece together. Then would you like to listen to a song? Nah, I'm good. Thank you, Neely. I'll see you later. Actually, I do want to look at his shop, because he does have music books. This is how you get your music composition, and your music knowledge up. So remember that I needed to level up my composing skill. That is how I would do it. So let's take a look at that. My compose is F, my music knowledge is D. Okay. So let's go into our music books. We've got 90,000 gold. So that starts you on composing. This is F to E composing. This is F to E music knowledge, which we've done. This is E to D, which we've done. This is compose E to D, and then that's music knowledge. Okay. What I want to do is I want to read this book, Perfect Skill Training, and advance that. And then I want to read this book, Perfect Skill Training. Boom. Amateur Bard. Yeah, bud. That's going to come with AP. Nope, no AP. Good. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. Alright, I think I can sell these back to him. I think I can sell all of my books back to him. No, I can't. Okay, I didn't think so. I know I just said that I think I can, but in reality, as soon as I said that, I think, actually, wait, no, I don't think I can. First steps of meditation. Yeah, so we can just drop all these. We don't need any of those because we've already read all of them and learned all of them, so I don't need to carry them anymore in my inventory because it's just going to clutter my inventory further. So, there's that. What cumulative level am I right now? 181. Alright. So that has done two things for us. It has made our technique skill start flashing, which is really annoying because that requires Gen 22. So I don't know why that is a thing. But it also gave us a quest, I believe. Think one of these. Yes, talk to Dillis. So it's Dillis of Tyrcanale. I heard you were studying composition. I have an empty music score that I used to use when I was studying. If you want, I will give it to you as a gift. I have one condition. You have to reach Compose Skill Rank E. If you don't study, I am not going to give it to you. Cool. So, let's head on over to Tyrcanale. And we will find Dillis. But before we find Dillis, I think I'm going to end this episode off here. So I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And with that, I will see you guys next time. He's up there. See you later.